Yes, yes, yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I'm your host, Tosh Say. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 142 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to my man, DJ Dman, for the intro. Using that for a few more weeks, then moving on to something else. Shout out to the packed house right now. Good Lord, dude. People are killing it tonight. I mean, they are in here. They got in here early. Early, trust me. Appreciate all of you coming out. It's going to be a pretty epic show, and I'll explain to you very shortly. Shout out to my man, Jay Bishop. This is his thing. What are we doing? Well, we were just talking last night in a hangout, and we do around 40 weeks or 40 assignments per year. And we do a variety of assignments, of genres, challenges, restrictions, whatever. And sometimes it's just cool to kick back. No restrictions, no challenges, no special instructions, and just do what you like. And that is tonight's subject, or I guess you could say subject, premise. We are just doing what we like. You know, whoever has participated and turned in something, they're just doing what they feel this week. And it's cool to have that. You gotta have the exercise and then you gotta have the relaxation. You gotta have both. There, it's the yin and the yang, so to speak. Nice balance. And with that, as I said, we're getting ready to have an epic show. We have 17 submissions tonight. Got a nice long one for you. Shout out to my man RTO. This is going to be crazy, dude. First, let's give some shouts out, man. There's a lot of people in the building tonight, showed up early. Thank you for coming. Let's get it a little refresh, and we are almost done. We do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, Facebook.com/Computer Music Academy. And we post the replay the next day on ComputerMusicAcademy.com, as well as YouTube.com/Computer Music Academy. Shout out to my man Ron B. Just stepped in the building. What we got here? Dixie Freely, DJ Dman, J Mac is in the house. J Mitch is in the house. AS is in the house. He said he couldn't stay too long. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming through. QB, Quentin Barrett, Ray Jean, Mike Notes. Who else we got? Excuse me. DJ Lockturnal. My wife Samaya is in the building. Mental, No One You Know, Gemini 4D, Jay Bishop, Blessed Girl, RTO Beats, Dunworth in the building. Oh, wait a minute. Malcolm Mitchener? Would that happen to be a relative of my man Jay Mitch? Welcome. Jelani Beats is in here. Miss Sarah's in here. What up, 18th Dynasty? Miss Tiffany. What up to my man Jay Pass in the building tonight? Miss Pam. Brandon Gillette. Miss Kiora Smith, thank you for coming. And Miss Lena. I think that's it for now. Apologies if I missed you. Make sure you get your likes in before the end of the podcast, and I will definitely be shouting everybody out as they come through, definitely at the end of the night. So, let's go ahead and get this thing started. 17 submissions. Starting off with a gentleman we haven't heard from in a while. And he's actually he did some good stuff before he left, but I know the reason why he's not here at the moment, or he hasn't been participating as much. It's because he's in school. He just started. He's in his freshman year this year. But he came back and said, yo, let me jump in this week, and glad to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, LB3. LB3 returning to the Weekly Homework Podcast, kicking off 142. Yeah, man. And I just typed it into the chat. I truly appreciate really dope trap beats. I love trap beats. I love trap music. It has to be good trap music. None of this mumblecore, none of this crap where you really can't understand what the hell's going on, and it's just repetitive, noise as far as the lyrics as well as the beat. But when it's something like this, that definitely took some skill. He put some work into this joint. That's what I'm talking about. I definitely love what he was doing here. LB3, as we've said multiple times, he is the son of Shonuff. And you know what Shonuff is all about. It's a bad dude. So this is his offspring. So expect nothing less than some dopeness. But LB, like I said, he's been in school doing his thing. I'm assuming the grades are good. Handle that business, dude, for real. But love this beat. Love the way it came on. Love the way it flowed. Love the sequences and how he actually played out the instruments. And of course, he had a nice little choir sound in there. And I'm a huge choir fan. I love choir sounds of like the gothic type or the, gospel type. However, I love choir sounds. So love how this joint played. I love the sub bass in there. All of that was on point. LB, you're doing your thing, man. Please continue and keep the grades up. Thank you, sir. All right. Going on to one of the debuts tonight. A gentleman that is associated with a gentleman we highly respect. He is the friend of Gemini 4D. He is now a member of CMA. And as I told him when he walked through the door, if you rocking with Gemini, bruh, you got to bring it. Gemini is royalty, so you better be bringing it as well. So, welcome to his first CMA WHA submission, my man, Dunworth. Yes, sir. Dunworth making his CMA WHA debut. Very nice, sir. Very nice. I like that a lot. The guitar was just driving the entire track, and I like that loop, man. I really like that. The way it was played, you know, and used, and then everything else seemed to flow with it and around it. So that was very dope. Has some really nice drums in there. Nice bass line in the back of that. Had the a couple of nice change ups and sequences. What this really hit me as is this is a really dope beat for one verse. You know, it's obviously it's going to be more than 16 bars, maybe like 32 or something like that. But definitely for one verse, and there's a couple of dropouts in there. Let that joint flow, and I think it's around the 110, 115 area where the hook would actually come in. Perfect for telling a story or just getting something off your chest. As a former rapper, I would kill that. Trust me, that beat is dope, my man. All right, Dunworth, you in here now, bro. It's no turning back. No, that joint is dope, man. Glad to have you aboard. Thank you for participating this week. Thank you, sir. All right. Going back to one of the original WHA cats from CMA who actually built, he was part of the foundation of the weekly homework assignment and podcast. My man back in the building, and he's with us tonight. 18th Dynasty. Woo-hoo-hoo! 18th Dynasty, my man. Doing something I've never heard him do before. That's like very organic. I think he has done some organic stuff before, but this one is special. This one sounds like nothing else I've ever heard him do. And he's been around since the beginning. So close to 4 years, he's been a member on and off. But yo, that was dope. Really laid back. It had some nice keys in there. And then it had some reverb. It had a little bit of everything. I really like that. The bass line in the back of that joint was nice. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. That was dope. I like that he went with a kick and a rim shot as opposed to a snare. That adds to the smoothness of this track, and it just makes it feel and sound really, really, really damn good. Dynasty has been killing it for a long time. Happy to have that dude as a part of what we do, man. Thank you for that track. That's really dope. Again, it's just over a minute. It's a little short, but I'll take it, bro. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Hope everything's good with you and the family, man. All right, moving right along. Let's holler at this dude right here. Mental the God.
Writing in my book rhymes, all the words past the margins. Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Playing it like they won't act right. Hip-hop has got me stuck like a crack pipe. Sweat off my dome, react like I'm facing top. Wipe the sweat off my dome, react.
Philly representing my man Mental to God. Dog, what the hell was that? Jeez, that was sick. Dog, everybody is talking about it in the chat. That organ is nasty. Like, it starts off with the organ, you know, and actually goes into the song, but then this dude is like bending the organ. That was crazy. Dog. That was really dope, really dope. Again, really nice. And it wasn't any samples or anything in there. But what he did have is, you know, some instrumentation as far as like the organ. And I thought I heard not a clavinet. I'm losing my what I want to say right now. But had that in there kind of stacked on top of it. Nice kick and snare, and I want to say it was a rim shot in there as well. Somehow this dude did this entire track with no bass line. That's crazy. I don't know how you pulled that off. That is absolutely nuts. But I love what he did here. Had the non-sample in there going on and off. Had a couple of different change-ups. Really, really dope, my man. You are absolutely killing it, Mental. And why would I expect anything less? It's freaking Mental. I mean, come on. My man, way too killing. Glad to have you on the team, my man. Finally got you on the team, but you are holding it down. Thank you, sir. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's bring it up to Detroit. Holla at this cat right here. We don't get a chance to hear from him as much as we would like to, but when he comes through, he normally comes through. So we're going to switch over and holla at my man, Mike Notes. Mike Notes, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell? Woo-hoo-hoo. Yo, I've said it a million times before. I'll say it again. Notes has his own damn sound. Nobody sounds like him. He sounds like no one else. And that is an absolutely beautiful thing. This, once again, just like with Dynasty, this is something I have never heard from Notes. This was dope. I mean, slow, laid back, chill. The jazz piano sample, oh my God, nice and gritty and grimy. One thing I really liked that, of course, it's a part of the sample material, but I like how it's still translated through into the track is the sizzle off of that ride or that china, whatever that is that's playing in the actual song. It sounds so dope the way it's chopped up and played out over this beat. And then the drums. Come on, man. That's stupid. Very dope. Notes is killing it. Woo. I loved everything about that joint, man. Notes, yeah, bro. You're a bad dude. Thank you, my man. Thanks for being a part of what we do. Let's give some shouts out, man. We got some people in here. Shout out to Black Mav in the building. What up, man? Who else? We just had a couple of people step in. I think I shouted out Jelani Beats. Oh, what up, JSP in the building? Peculiar in the building. Brand new CMA member just joined yesterday, matter of fact. Shout out to him. Mr. Gary Jones, thank you, sir, for coming through. Disciple Die in the building. What up, man? Thanks for coming through. Darian Jarre, thank you. Keith Johnson, shout out to him. Cashmere Brown in the house. I shouted out Malcolm Mitchener. Thank you for coming through. I think that's everybody for now. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us tonight. We're actually doing damn good on the chat room and the viewers, man. It's pretty good. It's a good feeling to have a lot of people interested in what you do, man. For real. Thank y'all for coming through. All right, let's keep it going. Holla at my guy. Okay, Joey. Okay, Joey. This dude, man. I really like. Joey is progressing. He's getting better and better every week. What I really love about him is he's very good at finding sounds now. He does a lot of sample packs. Like, for instance, the keys came out of Jay Filt. Shout out to him. How to make very6beats.com. That's my dude. It came out of one of Jay Filt's very sick keys packs, and we sell that we sell that through our store as well as he sells it at the site. He used that, and he didn't say where the guitar came from. He said it was from another sample pack, but he's very good at taking these elements from different places and putting them all together and making them fit. That guitar, come on, man. That joint was dope. I like the drums he had in there. the way it flowed, that sequence was really dope. And Joey is getting to a point now where you could tell he's getting a little bit more confident. So he's starting to experiment a little bit more as far as like doing drops or transitions, that kind of thing, change ups. So yeah, this dude is coming along very well. Joey is my dude. Very happy to have him on the team. He kills it. Kills it. Thank you, my man, for being a part of what we do. All right, let's get to the second debut of the night. A gentleman who's actually been with us for probably about 3-4 months now. And he just now decided to jump into the podcast. But he jumps into the WHA directly after he releases his first, as far as I know, his first project, which is actually very, very, very dope. JPAZ, jpassmusic.bandcamp.com. Go check it out. It's actually very dope. Well worth the money. I will admit that. But he's making his CMA WHA debut tonight. Let's get it going for my man, J-Pass. Yo, that was sick. That was very sick. Woo, J-Pass, bruh. And that's the kind of stuff you hear on this project. For anybody that's watching right now, I just put it in the chat. Go check that out. And if you're watching on YouTube, jpassmusic.bandcamp.com. Support CMA peeps. But yo, that joint is sick. Dude. I mean, sick. And shout out, because I believe he's DMV as well. I believe he's from Maryland. But dog, the keys, multiple types of keys in that joint, and then the groove, the bass line, the drums. That joint is sickening, dog. It's about damn time you jumped out here, man. Woo. That was sick. Approved. You definitely deserve some love for that, my man. That is absolutely stupid what you did there. Thank you. for being a part, man. Good Lord, that was crazy. Chat is just all lighting up. Cats is crazy right now. I love it, man. All right, let's keep it going. Let's go holler at this dude right here. Bring it back to Detroit. Holler at my mans. No one you know. Yes, sir. The continuing progression of one, no one, you know. Yo. You know, there's several of us in the chat, in the lineup, myself included, from Detroit, who are, without a doubt, Anita Baker's fans. And then you get a cat like No One, who actually kills an Anita Baker sample. Love that, my man. Love the chops. Love the way they were all arranged and played out. Love the drums. I love the drums underneath it were very dope. Very dope. They were like dirty. You know what I'm saying? Had the hi-hats were rolling a little bit. All of that was on point. Had a point where it just kind of faded out, built up, and just brought the beat right back in. No One is on a path, yo. Watch this cat. Watch him. He's getting ready to do some good things. He's already doing good things. He's getting ready to do some great things. I have a very, very, very suspicious feeling. He's going to kill it. Trust that. My man. Thank you for that. All right, let's go to a cat that we haven't heard from in a while. But once again, when he comes through, he normally comes through. My man, JSP. JSP8, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go any further, bah! We got to stamp that, yo. That is JSP's best track to date. That joint right there is insane. Having been cool with this dude and watching him, listening to him over the last, two and a half, I think, that he's been here, this dude continues to progress. And this year, he has been turning in his best work. He has been absolutely murdering it. And that deserves the stamp, as he got it. JSP, way to kill that, my man. That joint was absolutely nuts. Sounds damn good. Slow. That was like a slow grind joint. But then somebody in the chat, I think that was Dunworth. Hey girl, how you doing tonight? That's one of them joints that starts off with that in the intro. That's pretty funny. But dog, the overall track, stupid. Jay, my man. Thank you, sir. Absolutely insane. Woo, I love that beat. Good Lord. All right, let's keep it moving. Speaking of which, this dude is at the top of the chat right now. Let's go holla at my dude, DJ Dman. This guy right here, man. What the hell? What the hell? DJ Dman. So let's go here real quick. We know, DJ Dman is in South Carolina, but he's originally from New York. That's definitely some New York right there, dude. Some classic vintage New York beats, hip hop, however you want to classify it. That's definitely that right there. I think Wallace said it perfectly. The joint hadn't even kicked in yet, and you already knew it was stupid just by the chops with the vibes and whatnot in the beginning. And then when the beat actually kicked in with the drums, and those drums were nice and nasty, gritty. But when it all came together, Bass line, samples, chops, had a couple different change ups in there. Very, very dope. And again, just like I forgot who it was that had the guitar joint earlier. I think it was Dunworth, had the guitar joint. Those vibes just drove the entire song. I absolutely love this right here, man. Nice. It's kind of a chill yet hard vibe. For real. I love that. Absolutely love it. And Dman has been knocking it out the park since he debuted. He has had nothing but heat every week. That's another dude that's going to do some great things. D-Man, you are a beast. Please continue doing what you're doing because you are absolutely killing it right now, man. Woo, Lord. Let's get some shout outs in, man. Y'all still with me? We only halfway through the show. Let's get some shouts out, man. And there's a lot of people rocking with us tonight. Thank you all. Shout out to DJ Markey in the house. What up, dude? Thanks for coming through. CX, the producer in the house. Davenport in the house. Fat Von Free in the house. Ron B. Where the hell is Ron B? Why is he not in my lineup? There's no Ron B here. I'm a little upset by that. Shout out to Ron B in the house tonight. I think I shouted out AS. Shout out to Angel Smith. Who else have we not hollered at? Marcellus Miller in the house. Thank you for coming through. Rock Yoga in the house, or Roke Yoga, however. Thank you for coming through. Who else have we not shouted out? I think that's it. I believe that's it for now. If you're watching with us live, make sure you get your likes in before the end of the show, and I would definitely give you a shout out because we like to show love to the people that show love to us. So thank y'all for coming through. Man. All right, let's keep it going. Holla at this guy right here who has just been on a tear nonstop, doing and what I would say is his best work since I've known and been working with him. My man, Ray G. This guy, as I said before, I played the damn joint. He is doing his best work right now. In the, I would say, 2.5, almost 3 years that I've known him, this is his best work. And he is absolutely murdering it. Jeez, dude, week after week. This joint right here is special. I mean, he's already an organic instrumentation type guy, but it's just something about this particular one right here. This joint is stupid. Then you got the vocal element, the female vocal in there. Now, I think it was Wallace that said in the chat that, that definitely sounds like somebody sung that live. I don't know. Actually, I remember hearing that type of voice before from a plugin. I can't remember what the name of it is. Doesn't matter. It's dope. It's very dope how it was used. It was the right tone for this track right here. I love the pace of this particular track. I love how it felt. I love how it progressed and changed and just crazy, dude. Absolutely killed it. Ray Jean, what the hell, dude? You something is wrong with you, dude. I'm gonna leave you alone. Thanks for coming through, my man. Good Lord. Woo! All right. Let's holler at my dude. He and the wife representing the night. Dixie Freely. Okay. So here we go. Dixie think he's slick. He think he's slick. Why do I say that? He made this joint for he and his wife. Hey, man. Don't be trying to expand your family through my podcast, bro. Yo, cats have been coming through tonight with like the slow grind and really laid back joints tonight. This is dope right here. Holy crap, Dixie. You are killing it. This right here, though, this is something special. Again, having been rocking with Dixie, the entire year now. I think he came in not too long after we began this year. But kicking it with him, we talk on a couple of times a week. And of course, he participates just about every week. Unfortunately, he won't be here next week. He's going to be out of town. But listening to all of his joints that I having heard all of the joints that I have from him and some other stuff. Again, this is unlike anything else I've heard from Dixie. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy right here. Really, really dope. And, what's so funny is all of the females made sure they commented on this one. Oh, this is a slow grind joint. This is a slow grooving joint. You think you damn slick, Dixie. I see you, bro. Calling you out. Nah, man, this joint was dope. Drums were freaking epic. I love those drums. The vibes and everything that you actually played in this track is really sick, yo. Very sick. You did an excellent job on this, my man. And I see the more you step out of what you're normally doing, you begin to kill it. Like this joint right here, as far as an R&B joint, the electronic joint from last week, and so many other things we've done. He's always like, yeah, this is my first time trying this. And look what he does. Dixie, my man, way to kill it. Thank you, sir. All right, let's take it on over to the West Coast. Holla at this guy right here. Again, one of the royalty, part of the royalty, one of the people who actually began the podcast at CMA, Ray D 3000. This cat Ray D, yo. Out of his damn mind. That joint right there is something special. Look, dude. Again, I've known this dude, or he has been around since the beginning, since right around the beginning of CMA and the podcast. He has been here and he has continued to progress and do some really great things. And this right here, no exception, dude. That's stupid. So stupid. nice, organic, but it was funky. And then a couple people actually said like space, like a spaceship, the mothership kind of thing. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Definitely. Nice and funky. Just all West, dude. All this. All day long, man. What really stood out here, and there was a lot of great things about this track. Don't get me wrong. I love all the instruments. I love the drums. I love the way everything was played and then how it progressed. I love all of that. But the swell, the pad swell, dude. I love a good pad swell. I really do. Yo, that is really some cruising through the galaxy type stuff. Real talk. You want to talk about spaceships and interstellar travel? Yeah, bro. That's all right there. That's all that right there. Ray D, absolutely nutty, my man. Killing it. Couple quick shout outs to some cats that came in. Shout out to Drake Bach. Thank you for coming through. And my man Nerf is up in here. What up, Nerf? Thank y'all for coming out and hanging with us, man. Let's keep it going. We're going to keep it to the West. Holla at this guy, Gemini 4D. A little bit of that real quick. Shout out to the Gemini 4D and Miss Lena. Shout out to both of them, man. Good Lord, Gemini. I wanted to go back because I read this earlier when the submission came in. And he said, I had to dig into my soul for this one. Woo! That right there. Again, what the hell is wrong with y'all tonight? Everybody's doing some stuff that they've never done before. Stepping out of the elements of at least what I know for them to do. Good Lord, dude. That was so smooth, man. So smooth. I loved, of course, the chops, but then the beat and the groove along with it was just boom. And then the vocal sample in there. That was stupid. Way to go, Gemini. You are absolutely killing it, man. Woo! Beast. Beast, I tell you. Beast. Couple quick shout outs. What up, Tucson in the building? What up to my man G Motif? The one dude that should have joined CMA that never did. Shout out to him, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Shout out to Wide Body in the building. I forgot to shout him out on the last one, but we got him this time. Yo, thank all of y'all for rocking with us, man. This has been a pretty epic night, and we're not done. Oh no, we're not done. Let's go on over to South Carolina with my man, and shout out to Wide Body, DJ Dman, Ron B, B.A. Mac, as well as DJ Lockturnal, all my people who are safe, and Necromantis as well, who were actually involved in Matthew this past weekend. Everybody made it through. Of course, Wide Body called it the worst, but everybody's safe. All the homes and everything is safe. Cool with that. And then Locke actually had to evacuate his home as well, but he was able to get back home. Electricity came on and he banged out. So shout out to him this week for joining my man, DJ Lockturnal.
Internal, external, Lockturnal.
Come on, man. DJ D-Man said it the best. Soundtrack deal. Cut the check. Real talk. This guy, man. Locke. What the hell, man? He said he wanted to continue, he wanted to stay in that electronic vibe from what we did last week. This is stupid. And remember, I've said it a couple of times. Everybody does their thing, in our podcast. They do their thing. But when Locke comes through, this dude just changes the entire tone of the show. He brings the mood up. And he just takes it in a totally different direction every single time. My man, you are incredible, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the family. I'm glad everybody is safe, my man. This is another banger, dog, for real. Killed it. Killed it. Thank you, Locke. Good Lord, man. I don't have anything else to say. I'm done with you. The hell out of here. No. Thank you, Locke. All right. Let's bring it up to Detroit, man. Holla at this guy right here. The one and only Mr. Wallace.
Double negative. You can't go around copying somebody else. You got to be your own original.
That's easy for you to say. You've got a lot more to work with.
Come on, dog. As Fat Von Free would say, you stand up when you say his name. Mr. Wallace. Stupidity. Stupidity, dog. Woo! You referring back to his submission. Just playing with some gospel samples. Joint samples from Stan Lee Choral and Ensemble, All for Love, and the Different Strokes episode with Mr. T. What's so funny is that was 30 plus years ago. And Arnold Drummond, he actually had a pause moment in there. I'm just going to leave that at that. But this track, dude, Wallace doing what he does. Absolutely insane, man. Love the choirs. Sound like it was a couple different, at least parts of the choir in there singing. The drums, groovy as hell. Nice little swing to them, as Wallace does. I love the way he does his thing, man, with the percussion and, you know, nice little swing and his snare clap, tambourine combo, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, this, and a couple people actually said it, the gospel according to Mr. Wallace. Woo! Absolutely sickening, my man. I love what Wallace does, man. Wallace doesn't miss. He doesn't. Again, 3+ years now of him being in here and being very consistent. He's in the podcast, with the exception of this year. This year he's had a lot more going on. He hasn't been able to be, you know, the guy that's contributing every week. But when he does contribute, kills it, knocks it out the park. My man Wallace, way to kill it, sir. Way to kill it. Thank you, my man. Woo! All right. We made it to the end, yo. We are here at the final submission for the night. My man representing the Bay Area. Always does his thing. He's going to take us home. Ladies and gentlemen, RTO Beats.
RTO, the fresh maker.
RTO Beats, the Fresh Maker. Closing out episode 142 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Part of the SP404 boys. That's a little inside joke, but you'll see it soon. I'm pretty sure. So, just reading from his submission real quick. I went lo-fi with this one, obviously. Joe Simon sample, SP404 effects, and all that good stuff. Stoop. Love the slowness and the way the beat just rolled. I love that. And then it was lo-fi as hell. It was very lo-fi. But then he had the nice Joe sample chops. I mean, I'm sorry. Joe Simon chops. I'm sorry. In there, chopped up and played over the drums, which is already sounding dope. And then he comes in throwing in all the crazy pitching and delays and all that crazy stuff from the 404. Absolutely stupid, my man. Jeez. Woo! Absolutely nuts. Thank you, RTO. We made it. 17 submissions, yo. 17 submissions tonight. Very, very dope. Shout out to everybody that participated. And let me try to get this out. RTO Beats, Mr. Wallace, DJ Lockturnal, Gemini 4D, Ray D 3000, Dixie Freely, Ray Jean, DJ Dman, JSP 8, No One You Know, J-Pass. Thank you for coming through. Okay, Joey, Mike Notes, Mental to God, 18th Dynasty, Dunworth, thank you for coming through. And LB3. Shout out to everybody that rocked with us tonight. Epic episode, ladies and gentlemen. We do this every Monday night. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook.com/Computer Music Academy. And we post the replay the next day on ComputerMusicAcademy.com, as well as YouTube.com/Computer Music Academy. You like what we're doing here? Like the post, like the channel. Make sure you share what we're doing if you really appreciate it, and help us continue to grow. Let's give some shouts out to the people. Mike Notes, Mental, Ron B, Fat Von Free, RTO Beats, DJ Lockturnal, Dayson Civil in the house. What up, man? Davenport, DJ Dman, Dixie Freely, No One You Know, DJ Widebody, Jamari Mack, my dude, Mr. Wallace, CX the producer, J Mitch, Black Mav, Ray Jean, Agent Smith, QB, Quentin Barrett. Major shouts out to you. I've been watching this dude in the chat recruiting people. Like, dude, come check this out. Come check this out. Thank you for doing what you do, my man. We appreciate you greatly. My wife, Samaya. Love you, baby. Gemini 4D, Jay Bishop, Blessed Girl, Chris Cash. Thank you for coming through. Travis Nelson, thank you for coming through. These are all new names right here. DJ Lockturnal. Oh, we shouted him out already. Jalady Beats. Jazzmatic 1967. My man. Thank you for coming through, dude. David Byard. Thank you for coming through. New name right there. Miss Tiffany. Dunsworth. Peculiar. Brandon Gillette. Nerf is in the house. What up, Nerf? Welcome back. Dre Bach. Called and Chosen, Marcellus Miller. Shout out to you. 18th Dynasty, Roke Yoga, Miss Sarah, JSP 8, Gary Jones. Good Lord, this is a long ass list. Disciple Die, Darian Jarre, Keith Johnson, Cashmere Brown, Malcolm Mitchener, J Paz, Miss Pam, Kiora Smith. That's it. If you'd like to be a part of us, come through and hang with us at ComputerMusicAcademy.com. I'm done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll talk to you next time. See ya!